Wastewater Dan presents wastewater math calculated with Excel spreadsheets. As a new service of ESDLT's Environmental Academy, environmentalacademy.com, today's example is to calculate cubic feet in a treatment tank. And the problem reads, a treatment tank receives 3,800 gallons in 124.5902 minutes from 3 waste sources. Source 1 flow is 20 GPM, source 2 flow is 0.0108 MGD, and source 3 flow is 180 GPH. How many cubic feet from waste source 2 is in the treatment tank? So we've got a problem here that requires us to calculate cubic feet from a flowing waste stream, source 2 in this case, and the flow is in MGD. And we have to figure out how to express this as cubic feet. Now we do know how to convert from MGD to gallons, convert and calculate to gallons, and we do know how to convert from gallons to cubic feet. So we're going to set up the basic formula. Cubic feet from waste source number 2 equals gallons divided by the conversion factor from gallons to cubic feet, which is 7.48. And we know we have to divide because when we have cubic feet, we typically multiply by 7.48. So this case, we're going to reverse that. So we're going to go and we're going to take the gallons and we're going to divide by 7.48. But we have another challenge here, is we don't have gallons. We have source 2, actually its flow is MGD. So we're actually going to create one formula to take this MGD and figure out how many gallons flowed in 124.5902 minutes. And then we can take those gallons and divide by 7.48, and that's going to tell us how many cubic feet from waste source 2 was actually in this tank. So in order to go from MGD to gallons per minute, we're actually going to go up here in this first formula. We're actually going to take the MGD times 1,000,000 and divide it by 1440. That's going to tell us how many gallons per minute it was. And then we're going to actually multiply by the 124.5902 to tell us how many gallons pumped in this time frame. Which, if you actually slide on down here so I can show you the formula here in Excel. If you open up a blank Excel spreadsheet and in C1 type in gallons for source 2, and then put your cursor in A1 and format that as whole numbers with as numbers with 0 decimal points, and then make it bold and centered, and then go up to the formula bar and type in the formula equal sign 2 open parentheses 0.0108. Excel will put in the 0 to the left of that. It's optional for you with your entry, and then the multiplication key, and then 1,000,000 close parentheses, and you divide by 1440, and then another close parentheses, and then you multiply it, multiplication key, open parentheses, and then 124.5902 close parentheses, enter your return key, and that's where you get your 934. So it's 934 gallons from this waste source in this time frame. So now that we have the gallons, we can then take that same basic information to calculate cubic feet from source 2. Now what I did is I actually took the formula where we calculated the 934 and I just pasted it in here, and I put another set of open and closed parentheses all the way around it. Then I simply put in the division key and divided by 7.48, and that's where I got cubic feet of 125. So that's the answer to this question, 125 cubic feet. But the gallons is 934. And gallons are used universally for a lot of other things, and so we wanted to have that in there. And just simply as a bonus, I also calculated the liters down here. And that's just simply where you take the same formula for the gallons and just multiply it by 3.785. The 3.785 is the conversion factor from gallons to liters. So that's actually all three. That takes the same basic information and calculates the gallons, and it calculates the cubic feet. Cubic feet being 125 and gallons being 934. So I hope this has been helpful. If so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also encourage you to participate and interact with comments and questions. You can submit questions through environmentalacademy.com. Go to my website and either fill out the contact form, the email form, or send me an email from that email address, or you can go to my LinkedIn group for electronic spreadsheets. Or you can go to Ask the Wastewater Expert in Process Magazine. Ask me questions through any of those sources. Come back here often, because I'll be publishing videos at least once a week for now. I thank you, and I hope to interact with you again very soon.